This morning in Money Masterclass, we'll be exploring the importance of an emergency fund. And joining us this morning is Carlton Stewart, financial educator and coach. Carlton, welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you very much.
Carlton, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr.
Carlton?
Good morning, Dennis.
Emergency fund, that sounds like a luxury to many people, like emergency fund.
And that's the reality. Many persons see it as a luxury, but it is a necessity.
Definitely.
Something that you need, something that we all must have, and it's an important part of our financial portfolio.
Nice.
And you need to have money put aside just in case, which is what it really is.
And really, but you know what though, Dennis? Our grandparents used to refer to this, call it rainy day money.
Yes.
You understand? You have your little stash tie up, right? Remember your granny used to have our little thing wrap up in our bosom?
Well, women always have money. No matter how a woman says she doesn't have no money, she has some money. So when a man says he doesn't have money,
really
he don't have no money.
That's the truth.
Even though we have money, continues to give us yours. It's fine. I'm saving for both of us. Don't worry about it. Just give us. Don't complain. Ladies. Yes.
But talk to us about how you can move it from being something that is almost, it feels that it can't be done, to something that you can actually operationalize every day.
All right, so first of all, let's define what it is.
Okay.
So it's really money stashed away, money saved in another account, somewhere where regular money is not coming from, just in case you have an emergency.
Yes.
The emergency is really something unexpected. So things like your insurance for your car is not an emergency. You know that is coming. Things like your rent and your mortgage, these are not emergencies. You know that they are coming monthly. There's something that is unexpected. For example, maybe illness. You maybe have lost your job, so you're not able to provide for the family as how you would have normally done. So just in case you have these things, you need to have money tucked away somewhere in another account where you can easily access. And the term I'm using is easily access. Yeah, so don't tie up this money in any long-term investments, maybe not on the stock market, stuff like that, but in an account where you're getting good interest, good enough interest, where you can easily access that money.
So that's not, so an investment, an emergency fund is not like some investment that you're going to try to liquidate.
No, it's not your long-term investments. No, you must be able to access this money easily, just in case there's an emergency.
But some people, it's the ability to access it easily that make it done.
That makes the problem.
But that's where discipline comes in.
I was about to say that discipline comes in.
Tell us about
because you need to make sure. So the first thing is that you have your regular savings account, where you get your salary in, you save towards maybe to go out for the vacation. Those are your regular accounts. You have access to it easily from your ATM card, swipe, etc., etc.
Right.
For your emergency savings account, do not put it on your regular debit card. Because if it is that something comes up and you feel like you want to treat yourself sometime, you're not going to swipe the card.
Yes.
A new outfit is not an emergency, so don't go and swipe the card for that. But just in case, you can maybe instruct your bank, move the funds from this account over to the card, where you can get that money nice and easy. So do not put it with your regular savings, because life happens and sometimes we get overly excited and jump and gone for the money.
By the way, Carlton, I know persons will see us writing, and we're writing for a reason, guys, because it's important to have this information written down, because sometimes, you hear things and we don't retain it. We think we're going to remember, but it doesn't, but we don't. So Carlton is giving us some very pertinent information, and I definitely think if you don't respect money, money won't respect you. And a lot of times it's not that we're not earning enough, it's because we're not saving enough, investing properly, having our emergency fund. So please, if you are able to safely do so, get out your pens, get out your paper, and write down the gems that Carlton is issuing this morning, like we are. Yes, sir.
Wonderful. So I know Denise asks, how can we practically move from just the idea of an emergency savings to actually having emergency savings? So I want to look at maybe, I think, about 4 steps. Nice and easy. So step number 1, you want to what? Where can I turn my back? Number 1, identify how much money you need in this emergency savings. Identify. So number 1, you want to know how much money you need to have in that emergency savings. So it is identify. Don't watch the nice doctor handwriting.
Yes.
Identify the amount.
Yes.
But how do you do that? You need to know monthly how much money does it cost you to live. How much is your rent, for example? How much is the water bill, the kids' lunch money? How much is it that you need to go back to work? You need to list of all of those things, identifying. But you may ask, how do I know that? Do a budget. You need a budget. So number 2, you do a budget. What this will tell you is that this month I'm spending this on light, this on water, this on outing, this on cable, this on the kids, whatever the case is. A budget. It also will let you know, am I earning enough money to cover all of these things? Identify the amount, through your budget.
Through your budget.
Number 3, after you've done the budget, you need to know, all right then, it is now costing me $100,000 every month to survive. The rule of thumb is you need at least 3 to 6 months money saved up in an account. 3 to 6 months money. So if from the budget you realize that it is costing you $100,000 to survive a month to cover all your expenses, multiply this amount by 3 just for starters.
Yes.
So you need to have at least $300,000 Jamaican dollars, that is. We want some US as well, but that's another story. We need 300,000 Jamaican dollars in an account saved in the event that you may have lost your job, something comes up.
Yes.
After the budget, you will say, okay then, how can I reach this $300,000? Maybe in 6 months or within a year, because we can't find this money one time. If you want to earn this, if you want to save this or within the next 3 to 6 months, you divide this by the amount. But can your budget accommodate that? Chances are yes, or chances are it may not be able to. If you cannot save the amount and wanted to reach this goal, save what you can. Ms. Kitty just said, it's not what you earn, it is what you save. You can't save 50,000 a month, but you can save 20. True. Just start. So right here, so.
Start. I like that.
Start. Just start putting out some money somewhere. And it's so important. And the last thing is what you want to do is to maintain it. Sometimes we're not disciplined, we're not consistent. We put down the money this month, we draw it out back next month. We put down the 50,000, we draw out 30 out of it. Maintain what it is that you would have started because you have a goal in mind. And so often we jump up today and we start the thing, but we don't carry it through. It is not how you start. My favorite tagline is, you do not need a great start to be great.
Yes.
And sometimes because we're not able to have the big work of money one time, we don't want to do it. But it's your financial life, and guess what? It is your responsibility. Just start. These things will come up, emergencies will happen, and you need to be able to respond and respond in the best way possible without jumping on a loan or on your credit card or to go borrow from the friend or pick up offering at church. So many times we see GoFundMes all over the place, and it's not that we're looking on it in a negative sense, but we need to plan properly. And it's breast cancer month as well.
Yeah.
And these things happen.
I like
Get
that.
out your critical illness plans to mitigate against when these things come up. Because if you have an illness, it can wipe out the savings just like that. And we don't plan to be sick.
Carlton, we definitely, well, Dennis, I got to tell you. Part 2. I need a money masterclass part 2 with Carlton. Sir Carlton, you've definitely given us some great tips this morning. I have my notes right here.
Wonderful.
And so when you come back, I will be ready for class again. And Dennis has his notes already color-coded. I can't take Dennis. Dennis writing a pink underline and circle. Yeah, go on. Yes. We're going to go to the news up next. Right after the break, make sure you stick and stay right here. It's CVM Sunrise.